Hi guys, and welcome back to Almost a Cinephile. My name is Becca. If you are new to this channel, we talk all things physical media and movies. So if that sounds like your jam, then please subscribe below and give this video a thumbs up. Today we are going to be talking about mistakes made as a physical media collector. So luckily I have not made many, but it's really easy to do things or get things and think that you've added a new film to your collection, and then you go home and you realize something's wrong. So firstly, the biggest thing I've made a big boo-boo on is buying films that are foreign. So the copy I have here is Alien, and I was so excited that I finally found Alien. These are really hard to find secondhand. I never ever find anything like Alien in the stores. The only thing I ever see in secondhand stores is usually Alien versus Predator, but never the first like 4 of the quadrilogy. But this one I picked up, I was really excited to have it, and realised that the back of it is in a completely different language. I wouldn't even be able to tell you what language it is. Potentially German. Oh no, Netherlands and France. Okay. I think this is a French version, but the Netherlands language is also on there. I don't know why. But I was so happy to have this and realised that it's in the wrong language. And it's not the first time. I also found a copy of Spider-Man 3, another really difficult film to find, part of the Sam Raimi trilogy. Number 3 was always a really tricky one to find. And I found this really pretty duochrome, like goldy looking cover of Spider-Man 3. I've got rid of it now, and it was French, and it was very frustrating because not only is the film going to be in a different language, but obviously it's also not going to potentially play on my DVD player. Another mistake I've also made is thinking I've bought the right copy of something, like this version of Scream. I really wanted to start collecting Scream, and this secondhand shop had all 3 of them, but I thought I'm going to start with one, because if I don't like it for any reason, then I've got the first ones of a trilogy or a series or a franchise tend to be always like the best in most cases. All in English. All good. Thought it was really good until I realised it's American and it doesn't play on my DVD player. I don't have one of those special ones that plays everything from all over the world. I forgot what they're called, but I did think that I would be able to watch this. And a really good sign of whether or not you have a English copy or an American copy is the rating or the age restriction on DVDs. So I will just give you an example of a DVD that's English. So this is my copy of Breakfast at Tiffany's. You can see twice it's got PG at the bottom, it's got it on the back, and it's also got it down the side. And I believe most American collectors find it very strange that UK DVDs have the age rating all over the cover. America does not. As you can see, there's nothing on the bottom, there's nothing down the side, and there's nothing on the back. And this does not play in my player, so I cannot use this. It is useless to me completely, and also incredibly frustrating because I was really excited to finally watch Scream. I've never seen it. I know I've never seen Scream, and I really want to watch it now that there's like 6 or 7 of them. I was really hoping to get into Scream. For some reason, didn't realise that's American. Now I know to watch out, that anything without an age restriction on it is definitely not going to play on my player. Another really frustrating thing as collectors is, especially if you're going secondhand, is making sure that you don't get stung with pirate copies. This, I think everybody from the screen, you should be able to absolutely realise that that is definitely a pirate copy. The front cover is completely blurry, it's not crisp. The colours are very odd, and you can really tell with the spine of the DVD. I've not actually watched it. I've not seen it, so I don't know how bad. See, this looks like it's in French as well. See, this is all in a different language on the disc as well, so I have no idea what this is. But I feel like this is quite a good film. I feel like I've seen it before, but I really do think it's pirate. I've not put it in. Usually with pirate copies as well, because I bought something else, which I'll show you in a minute, they won't have like number 1, it will be like number 2, but there's only 1 disc in the whole case. You can just tell by the quality of the cover, it's really bad, and I should have spotted it and I didn't. And my husband brought home a copy of Elf the other day, which I was really excited about, and then I realised as soon as I looked at the cover it was pirate copy, so we could not watch it, which was so annoying. So I don't know why people donate pirated copies of DVDs to the charity shops, and I don't know how charity shops aren't working out that these are so obviously pirated, but I got stung with that, and now I've learnt my lesson. I will not be doing that again. So just quickly, this is another example of potentially a pirated copy. If you see the back of the DVD and how blurry and pixelated the cover is, and then you see the front, I don't know if this is the original cover for the DVD, but also it says number 2 on it. I don't know if you can see that. It says number 2 on the DVD, and usually, unless it's one of 2, it won't say anything on it. So I don't know why it says that. I haven't popped this in. I'm actually going to see if this definitely is one or not. It just makes me wonder. I'm not sure if it is, because the front looks really good, but the back looks atrocious. So I'm not sure 100% if this is definitely a pirate copy, but I will give it a go and see if it works. Another way of making mistakes in physical media world, especially if you're buying secondhand, is you just never know when something's just not going to work at all. This is a beautiful copy of Fantastic Four: The Rise of the Silver Surfer, which I thought would work really well. I put it in and my DVD player instantly just said error. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this whatsoever. It's a completely fine DVD. Actually, if anything, it's not particularly badly scratched. For some bizarre reason, it just popped it in the player and my DVD player just put error and a code number. I tried to work out what that meant, couldn't work it out, and it just doesn't work. And I have an exact copy of this, exactly the same. The disc is actually more so scratched on that copy, and it plays absolutely fine. So I don't know why, but sometimes when you are collecting physical media, especially secondhand, you may find that you will find something and it just doesn't agree with your player. It just doesn't work. It's just a dud. Maybe that's why this was donated in the first place, which is really annoying, especially like if you know deep down these things aren't like, you know, they don't work. You should just get rid of it, rather than some poor sod has to work out for themselves that it also does not work. So I will not be passing this along to another DVD shop or secondhand store. I will be discarding this because it does not work at all. And lastly is the quality and integrity of your discs. So if I like something enough, usually I don't always check the discs, and I know I should do. Again, this whole video is about mistakes we make as physical media collectors. I do not check the discs. I don't know why. I check if they're in there. I don't check how good the quality of the disc is. So this is my version of Captain America Civil War. It does work. I can watch it. It's not a problem. But when I first popped it out, I don't know if you'll be able to see, there are so many different micro scratches all over one side of it, and I was like, no, it's not gonna work. Luckily I cleaned it and it was fine. No skipping, no stopping, no nothing. So this was actually really, really good. It did not work. But I would implore anybody that's physical media hunting secondhand especially to please double check the discs, because not only could they be foreign or not work on our DVD players, they could be American, they could be pirated, which I think now is very obvious what that would look like, but the disc itself could also be scratched. And if it's scratched badly enough that it would cause a skip or a stop in the film you're trying to watch, and you're just in the middle of it and you're zoning out and you're enjoying it, and all of a sudden it just stops. Sometimes you can buff the discs out enough to clean them so that they don't do that, but it doesn't always work, and it can be really annoying, because even though these discs didn't cost me anything really, like at most they probably cost me £1 each, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 of which really do not work. One does work still, so £4 is down the drain because none of them work, or they're foreign and they don't play on my player. it's just annoying. So little tips and tricks of how to avoid all of these mistakes. If I get a copy of a DVD I know definitely works, this is my copy of You Got Mail. It's a lovely little 90s clippy DVD. Firstly, you want to look for, if you're in England or the UK, you want to look for the age rating. It should be on the front, the side, there it is, and the back, always in the UK. So you definitely know it's not going to be an American copy. Also, read the back of the blurb and make sure it's all in English. If it's not, that means it's foreign. Check the cover, always, the integrity of the cover. I know some of these older styles, the covers were always a little bit blurry. Even this one slightly is. But just check that the cover is the right cover that it was released with. That, you know, when you're opening it up, it's got all the things it should normally have in a DVD, and it's not see-through, or the paper's not thin. And then obviously we're going to check our discs and make sure that this is dirty, but it's not scratched. So it just needs a quick clean, but just check the integrity of the actual disc itself. Sometimes you might find that there's like some errors with the cases, like they're just a little bit snapped or broken. This one, even like the inside of it, the thing that holds the DVD in, the little pop push thing, even that's got broken, but the disc is fine in there. It's not going to come out, which is good. And yeah, that one works and it's good and it plays on my player. So that's like a great example of something that you should be looking for. And all of the other ones are bad examples of what to avoid, and so that you don't make the same mistakes as I have and waste £4 on DVDs that do not work. So that is my mistakes and tips on how to avoid making mistakes in physical media, and how many mistakes I've actually made so far when collecting physical media. Let me know below if you have done any of the same things. What films were you really looking forward to and then realised that you know, bought a pirate copy or accidentally bought a foreign copy, and now you've got to try and hunt down that film all over again, which is so annoying, especially with Alien, because I was so looking forward to that, and Scream. Those two were like the ones I was really, really wanting to see again and have in my collection, which I cannot now do. I now need to find new ones. But yeah, let me know if you guys have made any of the same mistakes, and share any tips or tricks that you might have when going out and hunting for secondhand physical media down below. I always love reading your comments. But yeah, that is the end of the video, and I hope you guys liked it today. I will see you in the next one. Thanks very much, guys. Bye.